Okay, good day students. So welcome to Principles of Accounting. We will be employing the steps of accounting principles. After entering all transactions to your journal, so ito yung mga transactions natin, we have to transfer this to each account. So, yung cash, may sariling account or listahan ng mga cash on hand, the notes payable, meron pa nga yung cash on bank. Pero dito sa simple transaction natin, wala lang. Hindi na natin masyadong ginawa ng complicated na mga accounts. But every transaction has to be written. So, lahat ng possible na mangyari or maganap dun sa organization, kailangan mailagay natin, no? Para ma-account natin, para makita natin yung performance ng organization. So, yan, cash, owner's equity, inventory. So, lahat yan may sarili-sarili nilang T-accounts. Pwedeng gamitin natin ay T-accounts, pwedeng diretso sa ledger. For me, mas preferred ko yung ledger, pero we will use the account since ito yung ating kalimitan na ginagamit dito. So, ito. So, sa 1.2 million, ilagay natin dito yung ito. Mag-debit tayo, may debit tayo na 1.2 million. Yan. So, as you can see, we have a debit entry. Dito naman sa ating notes payable, ayan, si notes payable naman. Kailangan nating ilista as another account, si notes payable. So, pwedeng dito natin ilagay lahat ng linya ng mga assets, dito lahat ng liabilities, sa baba yung owner's equity, no? So, lagay natin dito, hinggatin ng space. So, ano dito? Notes payable. Notes payable. Ayan. So, January 5, nagkaroon tayo ng notes payable na credit na, naka-credit yan kay notes payable, hindi siya debit. So, lipat natin siya dito, sa kabila. Yan, ito yung kagandahan ng Excel kasi pwede tayong mag-copy-paste. Yan. So, lagyan natin siya ng border para hindi nakakalito. Kung madami pa yung kailangan natin ilagay na transaction, feel free na lang nadagdagan natin yung columns, no, below. And this is for the notes payable. So, lipat natin to dito sa kabila. Yan yung listahan ng ating mga notes payable. That's for January 5. Kung sa ledger naman natin ito titingnan, ganito yung itsura naman sa ledger. Same lang halos, di ba? May debit, may credit, tapos yung title nito nandito. Sa notes payable, sa ledger, almost the same. Kasi ganun yung itsura niya. Dito yung date, okay? Tapos, account title, dito may rin ilalagay notes payable. You can put the description here, tapos may reference number. Kung itong reference number, kung saan mo makikita itong transaction na to doon sa journal. Kaya may number yan, no, sa kilid. Pwedeng dyan mo siya i-refer sa ledger. Yan. Date, tapos anong number doon sa ledger. May date kasi eh. So, kung next page na, okay lang, makikita mo naman kasi yung date, tapos kung anong number doon sa journal. Ayan, 99 ba? Okay, so, kung sa ledger mo naman ilalagay 1 to, diba? So, January 5. So, kung lalagyan mo tong gagawin mo tong cash, mas preferred ko tong gamitin, tong ledger, kasi mas madali. Tapos, lagyan mo lang ng January. Tapos, lagyan mo dito yung 5. Since January 5 siya, naganap. Okay. And then, lagay mo dito yung transaction. Oh, yan, para automatic, hindi ka na magsusulat. Equal sign lang, tapos i-click mo kung anong row yun. Row and column, anong cell number. So, automatic lalabas dyan. Loan from company. Okay, tapos, cash yun, diba? Okay, so ilagay mo itong number na to. Ayan. So, may reference number ka na. So, na cash, na debit ba yun, na credit? So, dahil debit siya, ilagay mo siya as debit. Okay, ayan. That's for the ledger. Usually, ito, ganito lang siya sa balance niyan. Debit minus credit. So, alam mo kung magkano yung balance. Dito sa second page, okay? So, yung last balance plus yung i-debit mo ngayong date na to minus credit. Ayan lang. So, makikita mo kung ano yung balance sa next. So, at least alam nyo kung paano gumamit ng P-accounts at ng ledger. Pero, yung throughout ledger yung gamitin natin. Okay? Since I will be using ledger or para for the ease of explanation, you can also use this technique. Ang ginawa ko kasi, akong gi-upload ang file, the Excel file, and also the presentation of the sample transactions dito sa Google Drive. Para yung dalawang sheets, sabay nating mabuksan. Kasi kapag Excel file, hindi natin masasabay na mabuksan. This is for the ease of explanation. So, using the same file, as you can see, nandito yung journal, nandito yung ledger. Using the same file, I will be duplicating this tab para sabay ko siyang ma-edit. Okay, so makikita nyo, then ihiwalay ko yung tab. So, I will be putting this sa right side, tapos yung isa sa left side. So, for the ledger, ulitin natin ha. Instead of using T accounts, ito yung T accounts natin. So, kung halimbawa nakagawa ka na ng transaction dyan, okay, halimbawa yung cash dito, ilalagay mo siya sa January 5. So, ayan siya sa January 5. Sunod na cash mo ay 700,000 naka-debit. So, debit pa rin, January 7. January 7. Tapos, how much? 700,000. Yan. So, pwede mo tong i-format na as a number para merong space, may comma, and may 2 decimal places. So, pwede mo siyang i-design as that, tapos format mo together. So, if you want to highlight these 2 columns, you press control, and then i-highlight mo yung ibang columns na gusto mo ring sabay na i-format. Alright, so 700,000 sa next, January 7. Next transaction na may cash, January 8. So, nagkaroon ng purchase sa inventory. So, i-indicate it here, January 8. Credit. Okay. January 8. Dito pala yun, sa credit, no? How much? 450,000. Okay, actually, ito pwede ko na itong ilagay dito sa taas. Ayan, January 8. Paano ka mag-total ng T accounts? Okay, so lagyan mo lang siya ng total. So, lagyan mo siya ng border. Ito yung sa T accounts ha, but we will be using ledger dito sa example ko. So, at least alam niyo kung paano mag-format ng T accounts. Okay, lagyan mo ng, so i-plus mo lahat ng debit, i-plus mo lahat ng credit. Okay, sa Excel file or sa Google Sheets, ganito lang mag-plus. You type equal sign, then you click the cell, which is B4, na B4 plus B7. So, yan yung total ng debit side ng cash. Dito naman sa total debit side ng credit side ng cash, meron tayong 450,000. Ano yung mas malaki? 1.9 million. So, minus natin yung dalawa. So, dito tayo magsusulat since mas malaki yung debit side, no? So, 1,900,000 minus 450,000. Ayan. So, may total tayo na 450. So, pwede mo yung i-bold. And then, lagyan mo ng total sign. Ayan. And then, lagyan mo ng double sign sa baba. Ayan. So, just to emphasize na yan yung total natin. Ganyan gumawa ng T account. Halimbawa, ano to ha, last transaction na kunyari yung last January 8. Pero ganyan mag-total ng T account. Tapos pwede nyo na itong erasin. Yan. Yan, marunong na kayo. Yan na yung cash mo. Ganon din sa notes payable. Kung ano yung mas malaki na side, doon mo ilagay yung total. Okay? Okay. Halimbawa, example. Itong ating revenue. Halimbawa, may revenue tayo na 45,000 January 15. Halimbawa, revenue to. Revenue. January 15. Posting. We will be posting each transaction to its own account. We will be dealing with different lists or different ledger or different accounts. So, this is an example of a general ledger. So, yung actual nito, kagaya ng journal, may iba-ibang colors dyan. Itong column na to for the decimal places as debit, as credit. Okay? So, I will try to create something like this, similar like to this one sa Excel. Para sa Excel tayo gagawa ng ledger instead of using the accounts. So, this is the ledger that I have created. Lahat ng particulars na nandito sa ating journal, lalagyan mo yan ng isang account or isang listahan. Okay, so let's start with the cash. We can do it like this, na nandito lahat ng, since Excel to, lagay natin lahat dito ng assets, lahat ng liability sa baba, owner's equity sa baba, para mas madali nating i-navigate. So, we will copy this one. Paguhin lang natin yung account title later on. So, mag-start tayo sa cash. Itong sa baba naman ay owner's equity. So, yung owner's equity natin, kapag corporation na yan, Cooperative, kalimitan owner's equity yung gamit na term. So, it's also the same with capital. Capital, pag sole proprietorship, or maliit lang yung kind ng business mo. Same as yung term na withdrawal class. Withdrawal yung gamit na term kapag sole proprietorship. Pag corporation, dividends na. And dividends are given usually at the end of the fiscal year or the calendar year. So, lagyan natin ng capital dito. Okay, mamaya na natin ito lagyan ng title. Isa-isahin muna natin yung accounts natin kung ano yung mga ipag-e-entry natin. Okay, first, January 5. Let's enter it here, January, and then 5. Okay, so that is referred to number 1. Yan. Dito naman sa ating account, since isa yung ano niya dito, pwede natin lagyan dito ng particulars. So, instead of indicating it cashier, pwede nating ilagay ito kung ano nangyari, loan from company ABC. So, dahil naka-Excel tayo, dyan siya automatic. And then, pag nag-refer pala kayo dito sa Google Sheet, you can write it this way. Kasi ano to, naka-sheet yan eh. Remember no class, same file lang to. Dinuplicate ko lang para we can edit. Same file for different sheets. So, ganito siya. Ganito mag-referencing. Yun yung pangalan ng cell na yan, C5. So, ilalagay ko dito C5. Yan. So, automatic lalabas dyan yung naka-reference doon sa C5. Tingnan nyo, pagka nag-click ako dito, yan yung pangalan ng cell na yan, B9. Ito, B7. So, makikita mo kapag magre-referencing ka. By the way, class, yung ganitong referencing, hindi yan gagana kung yung name dito ay may space. Kailangan nyo ng apostrophe. Okay, apostrophe ba yung tawag dyan? Sige, bigyan ko kayo ng example. Halimbawa, i-rename ko to as journal, space, entry. Okay, pagdating dito sa ledger, yan. Yung coding niya ay meron ng ganon. Kasi may space siya eh. Before apostrophe, then C5, cell number. I hope you get it, no? If you don't get it, you may search YouTube how to navigate sa Excel SX na mga files. Or you may type it na lang, loan from company ABC. Yan. Pwede ka naman mag-type. I just did it my way para mas mabilis kong navigate yung ating file. Okay? So, we will add this to the debit side. Since debit siya, lagyan natin ng 1,200,000. So, walang problema. Then, for the next transaction, debit credit muna tayo. Mayan yung balance. Payable, notes payable. So, dito yan. January 5. Okay, so loan from company ABC. Yan, mano-mano tayo. And notes payable is naka-reference sa number 2. Yan, so number 2 natin ilalagay dito. By the way, itong numbers na to, tayo lang yung nag-enter nito. Kasi sa original journal, meron talaga yung number 1, 2, 3 dun sa kilid. Kung maalala niyo yung pinakita ko kaninang journal sa inyo. So, si notes payable, naka-credit siya. Ayan. Dito ka lang huwag magkakamali. Otherwise, kung mailagay mo siya sa maling column, ayan, hindi na siya magbabalance pag nilagay mo siya sa trial balance. Kasi ang mangyayari nito, di ba balance siya dito at the end? Kasi lahat ng in-enter mo sa right, in-enter mo din sa left. Hiniwalay-hiwalay mo lang siya ng accounts. But, kapag nilagay mo siya sa trial balance, it will just be the same. Kasi kung ano yung nilagay mo dito sa debit side, yun din yung lalagay mo sa credit side. So, ganyan yung mangyayari dyan. Okay? So, ayan. Tapos na tayo, nag-enter na tayo ng notes payable, loan from company ABC. Next cash, January 7. Okay. So, lagay ulit natin, January. Pwede hindi na ako mag-enter nito kasi automatic lahat ng nandyan sa baba, January 7. Okay, lagyan ko na lang ng date dito. Ano nangyari dito? Received capital from shareholders. Received capital from shareholders. Naka-reference siya sa number cash to, no? Number 5. Ayan. So, number 5. Worth, ilan? 700,000. 700,000. Next, owner's equity. Yung owner's equity natin, date January 7 din. Oops, payable yan. Dito tayo sa capital or owner's equity. January 7. Owner's equity. Received capital from shareholders. 606. Received capital from shareholders. 700,000. 700. Okay. Dito ka lang wag magkakamali. Kaya 4 yung nilagay natin, no? Nasa owner's equity na tayo. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next. Inventory. So, inventory is part of our asset. So, lagay natin dito inventory. Inventory. January 8. January 8. Okay, so, journal. C11, C13. $450,000 ang debit niya. Okay. Ito. Inventory 450. Owner's equity naka-credit. Yan. Huwag lang talaga tayong magkakamali ng paglagay whether debit or credit. So, for our next cash, ito naman tayo sa January 8 pa rin. 450,000. Yan. Let's proceed with the equipment. Let's add another list or ledger, or kung sa ledger pa, next page, pwedeng per page isang account. Ditong page na to, inventory, next page, cash account. So, dahil Excel to, you have to create lots of accounts. So, equipment naman tayo. So, equipment, dated January 10. Okay, it will be purchased a vacuum fryer. Number 13 sa journal. Tapos nakadebit ng 30,000. Yan, para mabilis. Pwede natin gawin, para automatic lang siya. Type equal, then punta ka dun sa kabilang journal or kabilang sheet. Type equal, punta ka dun sa kabilang sheet, and then i-press mo kung alin dyan yung cell na ikakopy mo. Automatic na yung coding niya. Okay, basta ang importante, mapunta sa debit yung dapat sa debit. Kasi sa equipment pa sa debit, so dapat debit din siya dito sa T-accounts or the ledger. Okay, next. Cash. January 10. Ano nangyari? Nag-purchase ka ng vacuum fryer. So, on January 10, purchase ka ng vacuum fryer. Which is number 14 yon. 14, 13. Okay, so 30,000. Dito kasi ay equipment na 30,000. Take note, class, hindi lahat ng mga entry ko dito ay naka-reference sa kabilang sheet. Like ito, manually encoded. Ito, manually ito naka-reference. If that's the case, isang pagbabago dito sa journal na sheet, hindi mababago yung iba. Kasi automatic yan eh, oh. Kapag nagbago ka dito, gawin mo tong 1. Yung cash doon sa ledger ay magiging 1. Hindi ko pa pala na-enter. Okay, ito. Gawin natin 1. Hindi yan naka-reference. Yung naka-reference, automatic siya mababago dyan. Bawa ito, naka-reference. Okay, pag binago ko yung C5, C5. Okay. Pagdating dito, yun na yung nakalagay dyan. Then, para mabalik ko siya immediately, pwede ko lang i-undo or Control-Z. Okay, so babalik yun dun sa dati. Alright, let's proceed. So, ilan na yung transaction? 2, 4, 6, 8. So, meron ditong 4 sa cash. 5, 6, 7, 8. So, we entered 8 entries from 4 transactions. Okay, inventory naman, January 11. Okay. Noong January 11, anong nangyari? Purchased inventory from Alcala. 17 ito. Yan, yung inventory, 17 yan doon sa ating journal. Worth 300,000 sa debit side. Then, accounts payable. Notes payable. Meron naman tayong accounts payable. So, ilagay natin to dito sa accounts payable. I think this should not be written as accounts. They should be written as particulars. So, gawin natin itong particulars. Ayan, naka-particular siya. Tapos, gawin natin itong centered. Ayan. Same with the owner's equity. Centered. Okay. So, sa accounts payable, inventory, nakapasok na yung inventory natin worth Yung inventory natin ay nandito, 300,000. Yung accounts payable hindi pa natin na-enter, so that is January 11. Purchase of inventory from Alcala, 300,000 credited. Reference is 18. So, naka-credit siya dun sa ating Alcala accounts payable, January 11. 300,000. Next account is the accounts receivable. Si accounts receivable nasa reference number 21. So, wala pa tayong accounts receivable sa ledger. Let's create another list. This will be the accounts receivable. How much will be that? 950,000. Dated January 13. $21. 950,000. Okay, so nandiyan na siya sa 950,000. And the next is revenue. So, notes payable sa revenue, dito natin yan nilalagay sa my owner's equity. Okay. Revenue. Dated January 13. Sales to January 13 sales to Green Solution. 950,000. Cost of goods sold. Okay, si cost of goods sold are part of the expenses. So, ito ay mga temporary accounts na kailangan i-close. Okay. Yung expenses siguro dito natin ilagay kahanay ng revenue. Why? Kasi po yung ating mga revenue and expenses is mina-minus yung expenses sa owner's equity plus revenue. So dito natin ilagay, itabi natin sa owner's equity, no? Ayan. Cost of goods sold. Costs of goods sold. COGS. So, dated January 13 din. Sales to Green Solution, January 13. Sales to Green Solution. $25,000. 540,000. And after that, inventory. Makikredit yung inventory natin ng 540,000. This is dated January 13. $540,000. So, lagay natin dito 540,000. Next, prepaid rent. Prepaid rent is part of our expenses. Oh, no. Prepaid rent is part of our assets. So, dito siya sa prepaid rent. Tabi natin sa accounts receivable. Prepaid rent. Dated January 14. Then, lagay natin prepaid rent in advance for the year 2024. Yan. Madi-debit kasi siya dito sa 72,000. So, yung reference niya ay ito, January 14. 72,000. January 14, 72,000. Prepaid rent. Cash. Okay, January 14, nabawasan din yung cash natin. January 14, ng prepaid rent. 30. How much? Yung cash natin, that is 72,000. January 14. Next cash ulit, January 15. Anong transaction to ng January 15? Sales to 5 Shepherd. $45,000 yung sales dito sa 5 Shepherds. So, lagyan natin 45,000. Then, revenue. Part of our revenue is January 15. Sales to 5 Shepherds. So, credit siya na ng 45,000. January 15, 45,000. Okay, madami-dami pa. Cost of goods sold. January 15. Sales to 5 Shepherds. $37. Reference number. 23,000. Next is inventory. Nabawasan yung inventory ng 23,000. And that is January 15. Sales to 5 Shepherds. $38. Credited ng 23,000. Then equipment. January 16, nalagdagan yung equipment. Tapos, reference to 41. 50,000. No? Ayan, 50,000. Next is cash. Purchase of dehydrator. $50,000. Accounts receivable, January 17. $45 yung reference number. Cash, 17 cash. This will be per length, 15,000 to 5 Shepherds, number 17. 46. $15,000. So again, cash, punta tayo sa cash, January 18. So, imagine kung iisa-isahin natin to, no? Isa-isahin mo ng sulat. 49. At least, copy-paste na lang. 550,000. So, debited ng 550,000. Yung cash natin. January 18. Then, revenue. 550,000. 18. January 18 na revenue. Next will be the cost of goods sold ng January 18. January 18. Sales to ABC Corp. Cost of goods sold number 53. January 18. G52. F51. F51. Inventory. Debit siya sa 255,000. Credit siya sa inventory 18. Then cash. January 19. Yung cash naman ng January 19, galing naman siya sa utang ng 5 shepherds. Okay, so this is referred to 56. 15,600. January 19. Sa accounts receivable naman, credited siyang January 19. Accounts receivable 57. January 19. Then interest revenue, okay? So natay bagong klaseng revenue which we have to indicate here. Since meron siyang sarili niyang revenue, hindi natin siya sinama sa merchandise revenue. We also have to create another ledger account which will be entitled interest revenue. January 19. January 19, interest revenue. January 20, accounts payable. So, January 20, yung accounts payable natin. Nabawasan kasi nagbayad tayo. This will be 61 debited by 50,000. And then cash, January 20. So January 20, paid its obligation 62. Next is the salaries expense. Okay, so walang salaries expense pa dito. Let's create another column for the salaries expense. Interest revenue Salaries expense. January 19, January 20. Salaries expense worth 55,000. So, pagdating naman ng cash, paid employees. So, hindi na ako nagbutang ng date kasi under din naman siya ng same date. Same as sa January. Hindi na ako naglagay dito kasi under naman siya ng same date. Paid employees. So, nung 20, nag-budget sa employees niya ng worth 55,000 pesos. Oops. Salaries expense. Tapos na ako sa salaries expense, no? $66. Next is the withdrawals. List of withdrawals under the what's payable, owner's equity. Okay, so let's create withdrawals. Withdrawals. Ang date ng withdrawals is dividends. Dividends. Dito January 21. January 21. Distribution of dividends. So 69. So cash 15,000. January 21. $15,000 ang credit. Right, for January 24, we will have to indicate the repair and maintenance expenses. We will name this as repair and maintenance expenses. So, repair and maintenance to. Repair and maintenance. Number 73 sa ating journal. Okay, how much? It's 8,000 pesos. Then for our utilities expense, dagdag ulit tayo ng expense dito sa utilities. Another ledger ulit yung idadagdag natin. So, lagyan natin ng title na Utilities Expenses. Expenses. So, mahaba talaga yung process ng accounting, no? It takes time. So, lalo na dati, noong una pa hindi pa uso Excel. So, we have to write everything manually. Utilities expense. Utilities. Paid utilities. Number 74 to. How much is our utilities? Debited siya sa 12,000 pesos. Ayun. And both of these are indicated sa cash. January 24. Okay. So, noong January 24, yung binayaran natin is paid, repair, and maintenance, and utilities. Number 75. Worth 20,000 pesos. So, these are our activities. So, next step is we have to create a trial balance. So, tingnan natin kung yung ating mga transactions ay kompleto. May kulang, ayan, or how much yung ating balance. So, ledger yung gusto kong gamitin para yung ating balance nandito lang sa gilid. Kasi kung halimbawa maglalagay tayo dito ng total, tapos mamaya kailangan pa rin natin mag-close ng ating T-accounts. So, meron na ditong total sa baba. So, paano natin i-close? Medyo nakakalito. So, at least kung nandito sa gilid yung ating mga balances, pwede pa tayo magdagdag dito mamaya ng ating mga closing remarks. Okay, so paano to kunin ng balance? So, kung T-account kasi to, ito total lang natin to, diba? You can also use the word sum para matotal yung isang column, and then close and open parenthesis, i-highlight nyo to yung inyong ipa-plus na row. So, ayan. So, total yan 2 million. Tapos, pwede nyo i-copy, i-paste nyo dito sa kabila, automatic. Ito yung ma-add nyan. Yan kagandahan ng Excel. Tapos, okay, na-add lahat ng debit, na-add lahat ng credit. Ano mas malaki ito? So, ilalagay natin dito sa debit side yung answer ng difference ng debit less the credit side. Okay, so may matitira tayong 1,753,000. So, i-check natin ha, kung dito natin sa gilid ilalagay. So, yung first row, i-minus mo natin yung debit and credit. So, second row, ang gagawin natin is last balance plus your debit less credit. Okay? So, ganun din yung sa next. Last balance plus debit less credit ng row na to. So, 140. So, 1,900,000 less 451,450. So, pwedeng i-drag nyo na to kasi same equation lang yung gagamitin natin hanggang sa baba. Okay? So, dito, yung nakita natin yung balance natin is 1,753, which is the same dito kung tinotal mo yung debit at tinotal mo yung credit at ima-minus mo. Ito yung total balance. Okay? Ayan. Since debit ito, debit account, so ito ay, this belongs to the debit account. Pero, i-erase natin to dahil we will not be using this style para mamaya makita natin, madagdagan pa natin yan dyan ng entries for closing remarks. No? So, mamaya na natin yan lagyan ng ganyan. Lagyan natin yan ng income summary later on. Kung magkano yung total. Okay? Kasi lalagyan pa natin yan ng adjusting entries later on. Yung adjusting entries kasi natin, pag naglagay ka sa journal, dapat ita-transfer mo din sa ledger. So, lahat ng steps, wala kang dapat malaktawan. Kumpletohin natin lahat yung ating mga balances, kada ledger. Okay, so lagyan natin to ng, since inventory is a debit normal balance, so lagyan natin ng debit minus credit. Sa baba, previous balance plus the debit less credit. Okay, tapos drag na natin to. So, yung account ng inventory may natirang 32,000 na debit account. So, for the equipment naman, plus, okay, plus the debit. Okay, 80,000 yung balance ng ating equipment. Medyo nakakalito, basta ganito, no? Yung ating format. Balance yung nakalagay. Kasi you have to think kung credit ba or debit yung natitirang balance. Alright. So, we're done after we balance or we took the total of each ledger. We will proceed to our trial balance. Okay. So, in creating a trial balance, pwedeng dito tayo gumawa ng trial balance. But again, paggawa ko ng trial balance, I will create another sheet para dalawa yung open, no? Para for the sake of illustration.